So today, a very exciting video. I have hands-on with the newest release from Bulova. It is their Oceanographer GMT. This is a GMT based on the Devil Diver. I have one hands-on to show you guys, and it is my favorite version. This is the loomed dial. It's a fully loomed dial. It has a fully loomed bezel. These are in a great size, and they are making 3 different versions of them. Like I said, today I have the loomed version to show you guys, but they're also making a stainless steel version and a gold PVD version as well. We'll talk about those details in the video. So let's flip the camera and take a look at the new Oceanographer GMT Devil Diver hands-on. When Citizen released the Miyota 9075, I was extremely excited for a number of different reasons. But one of the main reasons was because I wanted to see this movement put into a Bulova or a Citizen with a dive style case, or a diver. And today we finally have that. This is the Bulova Oceanographer GMT. It is based on the 666, the Devil Diver. However, this is sort of a special edition that they have done. It's not limited, but it's called the Loom. So this gets a fully loomed dial and a fully loomed bezel. They're making 3 different versions of this watch so far. So there is this version, then there is the more traditional Oceanographer or Devil Diver version with the blue and red bezel. You also get that beautiful dial, very similar to this. However, that gets a bi-directional bezel, while this gets a unidirectional bezel. And then they're making an IP coated or a PVD coated version in all gold. That's a root beer color, so you're getting black and brown on that bezel, so a little bit different. Both of those are on bracelets. This one is on a strap, very typical Oceanographer strap, which looks really good. It has that weave pattern right here and then stitching as well. Really nice strap on here. But the big news about this watch is the fully loomed dial, and of course that 9075. That 9075 is special because it is a Miyota 9000 series that is a Traveler's GMT or a Flyer's GMT, and all that means is that the local hour hand is what skips when you change the GMT time, and it's pretty desirable, and that's why a lot of people really like this movement, including myself. The dial here is black and white. Everywhere you see white on this dial, it is loomed. That includes the bezel as well. So the bezel is loomed, that first 15 minutes fully loomed, that triangle is fully loomed, and then all of the other markings are loomed. You have a very high boxed sapphire crystal on here, and this is in 41 millimeters, guys. So this isn't a big watch. It's not a 44 millimeter version of the Oceanographer. They actually put this in a 41 millimeter case, and this wears small because of the very short lug to lug. That is great. Screwed in crown, screwed in case back, 200 meters of water resistance. So this is a true diving GMT. And all 3 of the versions, doesn't matter if it's on a bracelet or the fully loomed dial version, are all under $1,500. In fact, this one is $1,295. And then the next step up is that stainless steel version with the blue and red. That one is, I think, $1,350. And then it goes to $1,395 for that all PVD coated gold version with that root beer bezel. That one looks really good as well. I believe that has a black dial. This gets, of course, the Oceanographer or Devil Diver or 666 diver, whatever you want to call it. Those are essentially little cylinders that are loomed, and that's on this one at least sitting on a black track that is a 24-hour track. You have a crosshair on this dial, and then you have fence post hands. The hands on here are in black. You have a lollipop for the second hand, that is loomed, and then you have a little arrow for that GMT hand, that is also loomed. The Bulova logo is applied, and then right at the bottom of the dial, right above that 6 o'clock position, it says GMT, automatic, snorkel in that sort of a vintage script, and then below that it says 666 because this is the Devil Diver. 666 is what it says on the dial. Very, very cool. And then you have the sign logo. The entire case is in a PVD coated gunmetal color, so you're getting that on the buckle as well, and it's a high polish basically throughout. You do have a stainless steel case back. You actually get quick release on this strap, which is pretty cool because usually Bulova don't do that. I think that's something that they've just started doing, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. All in all, a really great looking watch. I'll do quick measurements and then I'm gonna throw it on my wrist so you could see what it looks like on my 7.5 inch wrist. You do get a Cyclops on here, which is kind of typical for the Oceanographer as well. So it's 40 millimeters at that bezel. If you measure it at the case, it's like 40.1 millimeters. The thickness on here is around 14 millimeters, just over 14 millimeters, including that very high boxed sapphire crystal. The crown on here is about 5.7 millimeters. The lug to lug comes in at just about 45 millimeters on here. So the strap does obviously mold to the case. So obviously if you measure it at that strap, it depends on how tight you actually pull this, so it comes down to around 52 millimeters, 53 millimeters. If you put this on another strap, it will wear way smaller for smaller wrists, so you don't have to wear it on this strap if you are concerned about your wrist size. Well, talking about larger watches, this is a 43 millimeter watch. This is an IWC GST. It is one of my latest purchases. This is a perpetual calendar chronograph with moon phase and digital year display in titanium. So lots going on this watch. Really, really cool. Very excited about this video dropping on this very, very soon. There it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. You could see this wears really nicely. On the strap, obviously, it will be a problem for smaller wrists, but if you change the strap on here, this would not be a problem for smaller wrists. The 45 millimeter lug span plus that 41 millimeter case really does wear very nicely on even smaller wrists and of course larger wrists than mine as well. What can I say here? They have really outdone themselves with the lume. This is insane. So everything is lumed, like I said, except for that black 24-hour track. That's the only thing that's not lumed, and of course the date, but the hands are all lumed, even that GMT hand, the second hand. The fence post hands are very liberally applied with lume, and then you have lume on that bezel. That full 15 minutes are lumed, and then every single marking is also lumed. Lots of lume on here. Cannot complain about the lume here. Very, very good, and it's actually very bright and lasts a very long time as well. So excellent job, Bulova, on this. This is a very cool look, and I like that black and white look to this watch. It sort of reminds me of a Stormtrooper. Very, very cool. This is a $1,295 watch. It goes up to $1,395 depending on the version that you're getting. This is definitely my favorite. If they put this on a bracelet, I think that would be really cool as well. I'm sure that you can get a bracelet for it if you wanted to. Awesome, awesome watch. Very excited about these, and I think the price is in the ballpark for what this should cost. So they're actually pricing these pretty competitively, considering that it has the Miyota 9000 series. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of the Oceanographer in general? And what do you think of them putting a 9075 in there? Like I said, I've been waiting for this, and I'm super happy that they finally did it. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you in the next video.